This is Jay from Island Gaming News. We have breaking news, guys. We have breaking news. I'm being told that Subway will no longer be carrying PlayStation console. We also have Target, Walmart, even a mom and pop store named Big Back. Go big or go home. They will no longer be carrying PlayStation consoles. Now, you might be asking, where am I getting this information from? Well, one of my elite sources, this is not just the regular sources or the regular insider, he is elite. He is saying that, look at this. This no doubt is something painful for any PlayStation fan. Right now we have a shelf here that is empty. There is no PlayStation games, no PlayStation console. So the only reasoning we could deduce is that, guess what? They are getting out of Walmart, they are getting out of Sam's Club, they are getting out of Subway. Wow, wow, wow. This is confirmed by my sources from Reddit. A random dude from a back alley told me this. Now let's get back to our regular scheduled program. It's evident at this point that the biased gaming media, ponies, PlayStation fans, and even YouTubers who is looking to make a quick buck would say anything negative about Xbox, although it's not true. I mean, at this point in time, these guys are trying so hard to make sure Xbox is dead. These guys even tried a taser to stop Xbox, but he ain't stopping.
Taser! Taser! Taser!
Yeah, well, get on the ground, man. Get on the ground.
Get down on the ground!
Get out on the ground. Really? Yeah, get down on the ground.
Down on the ground!
Do it now. Do it now, sir. Get on the ground.
Down on the ground!
Taser deployed a second time.
Yes, everyone is trying to stop Xbox, because as you can see, Xbox is not stopping. I recently had a live stream addressing that Walmart and Target, the rumored Walmart and Target, is getting rid of Xbox consoles, Xbox games, everything Xbox. That is what the PlayStation community said to me, because a random guy on Reddit told them so. So this wasn't some insider, this wasn't some credible guy, this was just any random dude from on Reddit who, came up with this information, and it spread like wildfire throughout Twitter, throughout the internet. It's amazing. Companies like IGN, Kotaku, Game Trailers, all of these high-profile websites did nothing to investigate whether this claim is true or not. I mean, it took me about 10 minutes to comb the internet to prove that this statement just didn't add up. This statement that Microsoft is coming out of Walmart and Target and so forth, it just didn't add up. And when it is, I did the maths, I showed persons very clear that mere fact that Sarah Bond came out with a video saying that they are in a partnership with AMD proves that, guess what, they are going to have a next generation console. You know why? Because once it is you announce a deal like that, guys, most likely you would have something we call in the business a PO, or a purchase order. AMD will not allow Microsoft to make statements like that if Microsoft did not promise to buy their silicon ahead of time. So the mere fact that they made a statement in that video that Sarah Bond made shows and proves that yes, most likely a purchase order would have already been signed, and guess what, this console is full steam ahead. But none of these gaming journalists did that kind of critical thinking. None of these ponies, well, we know they don't think. These guys were just making all sorts of erroneous and stupid comments about Xbox. You know what's even more funny? The guy who posted this posted a 2-year-old picture. Yes, this picture that went viral all over the internet was 2 years old. But guys like Shinobi did not do any checks and balances to see that the very picture is a picture that was taken 2 years ago. But he, together with RGT45, together with Tyrone Magnus, and plenty other YouTubers, especially we know who, the guy who loves meth in the morning, none other than Meth Head Guy.
Gamers, Dreamcast Guy here, and today we're talking about Xbox because this video is going to be very bad news. In fact, it's basically a Team Green bloodbath, but I wanted to discuss the new leaks that came out last night. Multiple stores from Target and Walmart's, people are actually coming out and saying that they're officially being told to take Xboxes off of store shelves, to just...
Dreamcast Guy lies so much. Even the false report that guy from Reddit said, he didn't say that he was instructed to take it off the shelf. I mean, these guys lie to sensationalize their narrative so much. I mean, there is no other song to play for you than this song, Dreamcast Guy.
You're lying. That is a lie. What do you just call that? La. Like a lion bites wall.
Rip it apart, the entire Xbox section. The consoles, the controllers, those digital pre-order cards, and of course the games themselves. They're being told officially from corporate, throw it in the garbage. And there are even some leaked pics of these essentially dismantled sections. And I wanted to talk about...
Don't you for 1 minute think that persons like Meth Head Guy, persons like Jada, persons like all these ponies didn't know that this was fake? They knew it was fake, but they still commented on it. They still push this false, inaccurate narrative. Why? Because they hate Xbox this much. But this is why I'm calling them out. None of them had the gall, none of them had the testicular fortitude to even apologize that they pushed misinformation into the community and blew this up more than it had to blew up. Look at what Jez said in the end.
No, Target and Walmart are not removing Xbox products Windows Central. A new Xbox rumor started this weekend that's now blown out of proportion. As usual, late into the evening on Saturday, Redditors flocked to the Xbox subreddit as someone claimed their local Target had begun removing the Xbox section from their store. Then, various blog sites who seem oddly invested in the concept of Xbox dying ran with headlines based on said anonymous reports, likely buoyed by the fact that Costco recently has reduced its Xbox offering, compounding expectations of a wider retail route. From this post spawned a number of stories where other Redditors began sharing that they hadn't seen stock within their local Target or Walmart stores for months. Counter reports came in from various sources, like Destin Legari, who shared the following. I just called my local Walmart to ask if they were discontinuing or pulling Xbox stock. They said, at least to my knowledge, I haven't heard anything about like clearing inventory or anything like that, or about being discontinued. They also said still have them in stock. We also spoke to a Target employee at our end, who also discredited claims of a wider Xbox removal. Even the legendary Xbox alumni Larry Major Nelson chimed in, stating, all I know is I went to a couple of Target and GameStop stores this week, and did find Xbox hardware and games for sale. I even did a little investigative work by going to my local Target during an unrelated errand, where I stopped by to check the shelves. Sure enough, everything was there except for the consoles themselves. When I checked their website, I noticed that not a single Xbox Series X was available, but multiple Xbox Series S consoles were for purchase. But Xbox stock does tend to fluctuate heavily, as Microsoft seems to manufacture them practically to order these days. The Xbox Series X is regularly sold out, as Microsoft seems particularly fearful of creating oversupply situations. For whatever reason, some of that silicon is being used to power Xbox cloud gaming. However, which is another angle likely at play here, at least at Walmart, we found both consoles in stock. So wait, are they or aren't they getting rid of them? Well, Microsoft has given us a statement, noting that Walmart and Target, at large, are still committed partners for Xbox hardware. Target and Walmart, among other retailers, remain committed partners for Xbox consoles, accessories, and games. Misinformation has generally been worse than ever thanks to AI, bots, and the like. But Microsoft has earned itself plenty of negativity over the last year. Where is all this misinformation coming from? And what will it take to turn the tide?
So understand this. These ponies lied about Microsoft getting out of the console business. And then, although Sarah Bond and all the executives at Microsoft said they were making a first-party console, but they didn't believe them. They rather believed in Moore's Law is dead. When he said it, then they believed that, okay, it was true. Now they're pushing the narrative that here what Microsoft is getting out of retailers until Microsoft had to come out and say they are not. So all of these lies, sometimes I ask myself, how are these ponies getting the energy to lie so much?
That has to be the biggest Red Bull I've ever seen in my life. How many ounces is that thing? 20-ounce Red Bull? No wonder. You look wired.
No wonder why these guys have the energy to lie. It's Red Bull. So guys, let me hear what you thought about all this misinformation. You guys are seeing how I was able to tell that these guys were lying from the jump. I knew they were lying. But let me hear what you thought about everything that was said today. Are you surprised that the PlayStation community is lying so much and going at these lengths just to discredit Xbox? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.